This is the all-new Audi Q5, and it's the most important car the four-ring brand will launch in 2017.
That's because SUV sales are booming, particularly in the mid-size luxury market the Q5 competes in. In this day and age, no self-respecting prestige brand can miss out on this segment. And Audi was an early entrant, launching the first Q5 back in 2009. And now it's time for the second generation to take over. And it has big wheel tracks to follow in because the original was the best-selling SUV in the class until last year. Not surprisingly then, it follows an evolutionary styling path, but underneath is a new, larger but lighter underpinning and the brand's latest four-cylinder petrol and turbo diesel engines under the bonnet.
Inside the new Q5, the relationship between this and the A4, A5 range immediately becomes evident in terms of the design. And that's no bad thing because the A4, as we've already discovered and written about many times, has one of the nicest interiors on the market today. This new Q5 with that same sort of horizontal theme, which gives it a feeling of space and there's a real sort of modern, sophisticated look to it. It's a really nicely presented car. And of course, being an SUV, space is good, back seats pretty comfortable, and there's a decent sized boot to swallow up all your luggage.
We're driving the Q5 2.0 TFSI Sport, which, as the name implies, has a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. It's good for 185 kilowatts of power and 370 newton meters of torque. It's paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission.
On the road, the 2-litre TFSI handles itself well. It's got good performance from the engine, and the gearbox really helps get the most out of it when you're on the move. It's got some nice quick shifts, and it moves around the transmission a lot to make sure the engine stays in its sweet spot. One of the big changes for the new model is the introduction of what Audi calls Quattro Ultra, which in simple terms is part-time all-wheel drive. Because you don't need to be spinning up the back differential all the time, it's just not fuel efficient. So they switch it off when it's not needed. But the key is, it's a very proactive system in terms of turning it on again when the car detects that it might have some wheel spin or a little torque steer. So it immediately kicks the all-wheel drive back into action, so there's always plenty of traction when you need it.
The 2.0 TFSI Sport is priced from $73,500, which positions it against the likes of the Mercedes-Benz GLC, BMW X3 and Land Rover Discovery Sport. It comes equipped with 20-inch alloy wheels, adaptive LED headlights, sports front seats, leather upholstery, a power tailgate with hands-free opening, tri-zone air conditioning, keyless entry and ignition, navigation, Audi's virtual cockpit, and a 10-speaker sound system, all as standard. All Q5 models will also come equipped with Audi's pre-sense City with autonomous emergency braking, an exit warning system, cross-traffic assist, blind spot warning, and a semi-autonomous parking system with a rear-view camera. That's enough to make the new Q5 a very tempting proposition. Whether it's enough to put the Audi back on top of the luxury SUV sales charts, well, only time will tell.